We've all been there. You're working away at something, and it feels like you're in this flow state, this amazing place where you are so focused and in the zone that nothing else matters. Time flies, and you just get stuff done. Now, if you've read the book Flow by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, which I highly recommend, he describes how this flow channel is actually between two states, boredom and anxiety. There's an optimal level of challenge that we need for us to be motivated to do our best work. Too easy, and we'll get bored and distracted. Too hard, and we'll get anxious and stressed out. So, in this video, we're going to look at how we can find the sweet spot between these two states and harness the flow channel to do our best work. Let's get started. All right. So, when we think about motivation, we often think about willpower, like if we just try harder, then we can accomplish anything, right? Well, not exactly. In his book, Flow, Mihaly talks about the concept of the flow channel, and this is a really helpful way to understand how motivation works. Basically, we have two states on either side of the flow channel, boredom and anxiety. On one side, we have boredom, which happens when we're doing tasks that are too easy or repetitive. We start to daydream, and we're not really paying attention or invested in what we're doing. And on the other side, we have anxiety, which happens when we're doing tasks that are too difficult or risky. We get overwhelmed, and we feel like we're not capable of doing it. And then in the middle, we have the flow channel. And this is the optimal state of mind for getting things done. When we're in the flow channel, we're completely absorbed in what we're doing. We're focused and in the zone, and time flies. We're not thinking about anything else, and we don't need any external rewards because the work itself is rewarding. This is the state that we want to be in if we want to get stuff done. But according to Michelle, the secret to motivation isn't about willpower. It's about finding the sweet spot between boredom and anxiety. And he identified 8 different characteristics that we can use as anchors to bring us into the flow channel. Let's start with clear goals. If you're in the boredom zone, it's probably because your goals are unclear, or the tasks are just too easy and repetitive. But if you're in the anxiety zone, it's usually because you have too many goals, or the goals are too vague or ambiguous. Having clear goals helps us focus on what's important, and it gives us a sense of direction. So take some time to set some clear goals for yourself, and then break them down into smaller, actionable steps. That will help you stay focused and motivated. Next is immediate feedback. We learn and grow when we receive feedback on our performance, but we can also become demotivated if the feedback is too slow. Immediate feedback is great because it allows us to make adjustments quickly, and it also gives us a sense of progress. We know that what we're doing is working, and we can see the results in real time. So, if you're feeling stuck, try to find ways to speed up your feedback loop. This might mean asking for more frequent check-ins with your boss, or finding ways to automate your feedback. Then we have concentration. Concentration is key to staying focused and in the flow channel. But sometimes our mind wanders, and we start to daydream or get distracted by other tasks. Concentration is more likely to happen if we have clear goals and immediate feedback. But we can also train our concentration muscle by starting with short bursts of focus and then gradually increasing the amount of time that we focus for. Another important factor is making it effortless. Effortlessness doesn't mean that the task is easy. It just means that the task is well suited to our skills and abilities. When we're in the flow channel, we're completely absorbed in what we're doing, and we're not thinking about anything else. This is because the task is just challenging enough to be interesting, but not so challenging that we're feeling overwhelmed. So if you're feeling bored or unmotivated, it might be time to take on a new challenge. Try something that's just beyond your current level of ability. On the other hand, if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, then simplify the task. Break it down into smaller steps and make sure that you have clear instructions. The next one is known as open-endedness. Closed-ended tasks have a clear beginning and end. For example, making a presentation has a beginning where you have to do the research and a clear end where you present it to your team. Open-ended tasks, on the other hand, don't have a clear end. For example, learning a language never really ends. You can always continue to learn more and improve your skills. Open-ended tasks are great because they allow us to explore and be creative. They also give us a sense of purpose because we know that our work is never really finished. We can always continue to improve and grow. So if you're feeling bored, try taking on an open-ended task. See where your curiosity takes you. Then we have merging of action and awareness. When we're in the flow channel, we're completely absorbed in what we're doing. Our awareness is merged with the task at hand. This is the state of mind that we want to be in if we want to get stuff done. It's also the state of mind that we want to help others get into. So if you're a manager or a coach, try to help your team members get into this state of flow. Give them tasks that are challenging, but not impossible. Provide clear goals and feedback, and create an environment where they feel supported and trusted. Another factor is that we want to lose self-consciousness. Self-consciousness is when we're hyper-aware of ourselves and how we're being perceived by others. When we're self-conscious, we're not able to focus on the task at hand. We're too busy worrying about what others think of us. So, if you're feeling self-conscious, try to remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect. And then focus on the task at hand. What do you need to do to get this done? Finally, we want to avoid interruptions. Interruptions are the enemy of flow. They pull us out of the zone and they break our concentration. They can also make us feel rushed and stressed out. So, if you want to get into a flow state, then put on your headphones and focus on the task at hand. Do not be interrupted. So those are the 8 factors that we can use to help us get into a flow state. But there's one more thing that I want to talk about. Flow is a natural state that we all can access. It's not something that we have to force or fake. And yes, it does require effort. But it's not the same as forcing yourself to push through something. When you're in flow, it feels effortless. You're not thinking about anything else. You're not worried about what others think of you. You're just focused on the task at hand. So the next time you need to get something done, try to find the flow. It's the best way to get stuff done. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.